Banks aren't just taking a slice of your monthly pay, they're legally siphoning off an astonishing 30% of your salary every single month, often without you even realizing it. And the clock is ticking on how much more you'll lose if you don't understand this hidden system. This isn't about obvious taxes or your personal spending habits. This is about the ingenious, intricate mechanisms embedded deep within the financial world that redirect your hard-earned money straight into the vaults of banking institutions, leaving you chasing your tail just to keep up. Imagine your entire working life, every hour you dedicate, every sacrifice you make, only for nearly a third of that effort to vanish before it ever truly settles in your pocket. The first, most insidious thief is inflation, an invisible tax that silently erodes your purchasing power. When central banks, often in collaboration with commercial banks, inject more money into the economy, the value of each dollar you earn diminishes. Your salary might look the same on paper, but the cost of your groceries, your rent, your gas, it all creeps up. This isn't a natural phenomenon. It's a direct consequence of policies designed to benefit those who print money first, often at your expense. Think about it. Every year, if inflation runs at just 3% and your salary doesn't keep pace, you've essentially taken a pay cut. But what if it's 5% or even 10% in some periods, as we've seen recently? That's not merely a cost of living adjustment. It's a systematic transfer of wealth. The banks, holding vast sums and having preferential access to newly created money, can leverage this devaluation to their advantage, while your savings, sitting stagnant, lose value by the minute. Are you really earning the same amount if it buys you significantly less? Then there's the debt trap, a labyrinth carefully constructed with attractive interest rates and easy access. Credit cards, personal loans, car loans, they promise immediate gratification, but at what cost? That shiny new gadget or essential repair quickly becomes a long-term burden. Banks loan you money they often don't even physically possess, at rates that seem manageable monthly but compound into staggering sums over time. Your monthly payment isn't just covering the principal. A significant chunk, sometimes the majority, is pure interest, pure profit for the bank. It's not just a loan, it's a fee for accessing your future earnings today. Consider Sarah, a young professional who just got her first credit card. It felt liberating at first, covering unexpected expenses and building her credit score. But then one month, an emergency hit, and she carried a balance. Now, that 20% annual interest rate, which sounded like a distant possibility, is a very real drain. She's paying for purchases made months ago, and a substantial portion of her new salary goes straight to the bank, not to her needs. She's caught in a cycle, trying to pay down debt, but the interest feels like quicksand. How many of us are Sarah, locked in this silent battle, never quite getting ahead? Beyond the obvious interest, there are the silent assassins: fees, overdraft fees, ATM fees if you use another bank's machine, monthly maintenance fees if you don't maintain a certain balance, foreign transaction fees, even fees for not using your card enough. Each one a tiny nick, seemingly insignificant, but collectively they bleed your account dry. These aren't services, they're penalties designed to extract more from those who are already struggling or simply aren't paying close enough attention. Your savings account, that supposed haven for your future, is another subtle leakage point. Banks pay you a minuscule interest rate, often less than 1%, while they take your deposited money and loan it out at significantly higher rates. Mortgages, business loans, personal loans, often 5%, 10%, even 20% or more. The difference? That's their profit margin, built on your capital. Your money isn't just sitting there, it's actively working for the bank, generating massive returns, and they throw you a few crumbs in return. Is that a fair exchange for letting them leverage your financial security? The biggest legal heist of all for many homeowners is the mortgage. You buy a house, you make your payments diligently for 30 years, and you celebrate paying it off. But if you look at the total amount you've paid in interest alone, It often equals or even exceeds the original price of the house. A 300,000 home might cost you 600,000 over its lifetime. That extra 300,000 didn't go into building materials or property value. It went straight to the bank. It's a legal agreement, yes, but it's an agreement that fundamentally reshapes the distribution of wealth in society, favoring institutions over individuals. This isn't about blaming you for borrowing money or wanting a home. It's about revealing how the system is engineered. Banks aren't just intermediaries. They're active participants in wealth extraction. Every time you swipe a card, every time your direct deposit hits, every time you pay a bill, there are microscopic transfers of value happening, often invisible, always adding up. These aren't accidents. They're features of a system designed to concentrate wealth. Consider the ripple effect of this. If 30% of your salary is diverted, what does that mean for your ability to save, to invest, to build generational wealth? It means a steeper uphill climb. It means fewer opportunities to break free from the paycheck cycle. It means your financial future is not entirely your own, but is constantly being reshaped by forces you can't see. The urgency here is not just about your immediate bank balance, but about the long-term trajectory of your financial freedom. What about those helpful apps and services banks offer? The budgeting tools, the financial advice, the easy transfers. They wrap themselves in a veneer of convenience. But beneath it all, they're gathering data, learning your habits, and streamlining the ways they can offer you more debt or charge you more fees. They're making it easier for you to interact with their system, which, by design, means more opportunities for them to extract their cut. It's a psychological game, making you comfortable while they chip away at your financial foundation. Even when you try to be proactive and invest, banks are there. Brokerage fees, mutual fund expense ratios, advisory fees, another layer of extraction. You're trying to grow your money, but they take a percentage off the top, regardless of whether your investments perform well or not. It's a heads I win, tails you lose scenario for them. They profit from the transaction, not necessarily from your success. This inherent conflict of interest means your financial goals are often secondary to their profit margins. The real danger isn't just the individual fees, it's the cumulative effect, the constant, almost imperceptible drain that leaves you perpetually feeling like you're just treading water. If you earned $5,000 a month, and $1,500 of that is silently transferred away through inflation, interest, and fees before you ever truly get to decide how to spend it, how much control do you really have over your financial destiny? This isn't just a number, it's your potential for a better life, for security, for freedom being siphoned off. The shocking reality is that the financial system isn't merely a neutral service provider. It's an active engine for wealth redistribution, often from the many to the few. From the moment your salary hits your account, a complex web of economic forces, largely controlled by banks, begins to work against its full value. Understanding this isn't just about financial literacy, it's about reclaiming agency over your economic life. Every second you remain unaware of these mechanisms, more of your future is quietly being rerouted. The power to change this begins with seeing the invisible hand that's reaching into your wallet, month after month.